sometimes I make this stuff, man, and then I'll think later on, you know, how in the hell did I make that shit, man? Seriously, I mean, I must have been into it, you know. I became creative there, didn't I? You know, how did I get that shit to work? By working my ass off, that's how. It wasn't that creative, you know. It was like, those guys are not, you know, lying to you or deceiving you, or they're being accurate, you know, when they say it's 90% perspiration and 10% aspiration or whatever, you know. Just work your hind end off of it and come about. It just develops, and next thing you know, I'm happy with the outcome of that bike right there so far, man. I mean, the only thing I hate about that bike right now is that it's not finished. And I have to do a hell of a bunch of work, and I got to get into it and really make it happen, man. It's not easy, you know, to cut the right pieces of steel, to weld it all together, and I get the other battery on there, and I can weld the sprocket on the rim and have the chain on it. And I, excuse me, I could actually ride the bike, man, once I put the other strap on, you know. It has a battery shelf, but it needs a strap to go over the cover, and it will hold it secure. I've got all the stuff for the wiring, man. It's all very simple. It's not complicated like you think it is. It's very simple wiring on the back of it that hooks up to the battery. But there is a specific way that you have to do it. You know, just any way won't work, believe it or not. Just like with electric in your home at times, that's the case, you know, a lot of times. It's very specific in the way that it works. It won't work just any way, you know. So you find out how to do it, and then you see that it's real simple, because knowing is more than half the battle. It's 100%. And we know how to do it here at Warrior Cycles, all 6 of us. Me, myself, and I, thee, thou, and moi. Which all boils down to me, Mr. Warrior Cycles himself. Now, if I could get some slave labor in here like the rest of the world does, maybe I could crank out some of these bikes and have me a team of young people that ride around looking for scrap, and a team of young people that ride around looking for steel bars, maybe even stealing them. No, just joking. Well, that's what they would do. I wouldn't do it. But then we'll, sure, just go ahead and pimp them out too, right? Just go buy the stuff. Send them out to buy it. That's what they're doing. If we were like everybody else, that's what we'd do, right? The cell phone companies, the drug lords over in Mexico. I love people too much, man. I couldn't do nobody like that. That's the truth. I've been misunderstood many times, so I want to make myself clear, you know. It really is the truth about me, man. You know, I can try to act like a tough guy, but really I ain't and never have been. But there are some tough guys out there, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I ain't one of them. Never have been. But moving right along, I want to benefit you folks that are watching this stuff and listening to it. I want you to get a good positive message for life, you know, for yourself, not for me. I'm doing fine. Because when you live your life caring about other people and concerning yourself with God and fearing the Lord, there's a good possibility you'll be alright, you know. And even if you're not alright, you'll be alright. Yeah. Coolest thing I've ever seen. I'll tell you that right now. When I saw that stuff on TV, and I saw, you know, on TV, on the monitor, on YouTube, you know, might as well, that's my new TV, y'all. Hillbilly TV at its best, but you know what, man? It's actually well-informed people. That's what it is, man. And they've got a lot to offer out there. And if you pay attention, you might learn how to build something that's useful to you. Yeah, this motorbike business, it changed my life, man. Like I told my Uncle Melvin, if you listen to me ramble on about these motorbikes, you know, you'll say, that guy he's nuts, man. He's slap nuts, you know. But I told him there's so much ugly shit going on right now, man, that I cannot focus on the shit because I start crying when I watch the news. It's so bad, man, that I break down and literally cry for these people, man. And so it bothers me a lot, and I've got to focus on something like these motorized bikes. But we're documenting this public's noise at the same time, and hopefully sending a positive message to you folks out there, excuse me, to remind yourself that, you know, you might think that I'm an asshole or somebody else asshole down the road. What you really need to worry about is yourself. You need to fear the good Lord and do what's right, you know. Amen. Like he just said, man. Even before I built the lower control arm, the whole complete ass hind end of that green bike, Eva said, I cannot believe you made that bike, you know. She's a really unique lady because she's excuse me, I'm not kidding you, man. You know, when I say it, I'm not just being nice. You know, people be nice about people that they love, and I do love her. Excuse me, but I'm not being nice, you know. In some ways, she's a woman. How about that? Which ain't too bright. But in other ways, this lady, I'm telling you, man, she is an amazing person, man. She really is. And that's the truth. She's a little lady that, well, I just can't tell you, because it would upset her. She don't want nobody to know her business. But in my words, I'm going to say, pertaining to this bike, she's a smart lady. Because she recognized what I did, man, the significance of it and the importance to raise the quality of my life and bring happiness and joy into my life, number one. She probably realized that, I don't know, but she just flat out looked at the bike and said, I can't believe you made that bike, you know. She knew I worked on it, man, for months, you know, but, you know, of course she was there with me 100%. She even helped me buy the bicycle, man. She's the one that had the money saved back, gave to me, you know. That's how I got the money on that bike at that particular time. I didn't have any money, and she loaned it to me. So I traded a bicycle that was given to me, and I traded a $20 bill for that Worksman frame right there. And I've been happy ever since, man. If anybody ever stole that bike right there, I'd probably cry. And I don't cry that easy, you know, I really don't. But when I see little kids being shot and killed, man, why wouldn't I cry, man? Huh? Well, that's not easy, is it? When things like that are happening, man, I can't handle it, man. There's no way in this earth that I can think about something so sick. Anyway, back to the motorbikes, you know. It's like I told my uncle, you know, if you listen to me ramble on about these motorbikes, Uncle, you'll say he's insane, you know, but hey, you don't have to worry about me because I'm insanely happy, you know. I am. I'm happy. The noise bothers me, you know, but it don't bother me to the point that, you know, I'm hateful at this particular present time. It has before in the past, and I apologize about being hateful and cursing. And I used to be one of them house workers, you know, myself. I was. Warehouse workers, or house workers as they called them. And what did those black people call the president? A house what? Well, that's what I was. You know. You just take the house off of it, and now that's what I am. Like this lady told me one time, "You the biggest one here?" And I said, "Yep." Hey lady, I got a sense of humor. Damn, lighten up a little bit. Shit, you know. Seriously. Like I haven't told a black person that I loved them before. Well, I have. So, anyway, you know. And I voted for one that was half black. But, you know, like I say, man, just behave yourself, fear God, be a decent person. Try to enjoy your life, man, because right now they are doing everything they can do to destroy your life, man. Believe that shit. Everything they can do, man. I see Ted Nugent on there. Hey, I'm happy, I'm doing good. You know, he always says they hate it when I'm doing good, and I believe it. I believe it, man. This guy knows what he's talking about. You know, they really do. I used to think people like that were nuts. They were worrywarts because back then, you know, we had a damn good country. You know, there wasn't a hell of a lot to worry about, so we thought, you know. Little did we know, man, we were all relaxed and let this shit happen, and it's to the point it is now, you know. That's what happened there. People like me, when I was young, I wasn't concerned. I thought they were worrywarts. I thought they didn't know what they were talking about, and I found out I was wrong, man. They knew exactly what they were talking about. They want to come for your guns. They want crime to get out of control. They don't want anybody to be afraid to bust your door down and steal your shit and shoot you and blow you away. Why, hell no, the devil don't want that. You don't think there's a devil, folks? You better think again. The devil wants it just like it is over there in Mexico. And I know about this stuff. People personally that live over there and had their guns taken, they don't have guns there, man. They're vulnerable. They're good victims. That's what Americans are without guns. Good victims. Do you want to be a good victim? For some public sponsored horn blowing. Enjoy. I think I'm going to take me a ride, Clyde.